Hey there, guys. I'm Renee. I am the owner and artist behind Chicly Reclaimed Decor, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you how I transformed this plain pot into this French country-inspired aged vessel using, believe it or not, toilet paper for that base layer of texture. I'll also be sharing with you how I redesigned this piece using a variety of molds, hand painting techniques, and aged it even further with a crackle effect. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in learning, stick around because that's what I will be going over today. But before we begin, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new tutorials. Okay, so for this project, we're basically going to be doing a paper mache style technique, but we're going to be using toilet paper to create this base layer of texture here. So this is 2-ply toilet paper that I've separated into single layers to make it easier to work with. And I am using Elmer's white glue for this project, mainly because it has a thinner consistency, which meant I did not need to water it down before I began. So I have a nice thick layer of this glue down, and now I'm just going to go about the process of adding this toilet paper over top. The nice thing about this project is there is no right or wrong way as to how you apply your tissue paper. Just keep in mind that you're going for a variety of textures, and remember to work section by section. That way your glue doesn't dry up on you. Once you're done with this step, you're going to brush another layer of glue over top of the toilet paper you have down with a soft bristle brush to finish. Hey there, guys. Thanks so much for watching up to this point, and if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to give me a like and let me know down in the comments what particular part of this tutorial really stuck out to you. And also, if you're curious about any of the paint products that I'm using here today, I'm going to put a full list down in the description below, just in case I've inspired you here today to pick up a paintbrush and to do a little creating of your very own. Now for this part of the project, I'm just going to be doing some quick hand painting over top of these molds. None of this needs to be perfect. We are going for an aged and distressed design. I'm going to be using chalk style paint by Couture paint in the colors Coral Passion, Basil, and Evergreen for this part. Next up, we're going to start adding some layers of color to not only bring out the texture, but to start adding age to this design. I am going to be using a color called Subtle Pistachio. This is by Couture. This is her chalk style line of paint, and I'm just using this color to dry brush over top of this design. As you can see, I'm layering it on heavier in some areas, and then in other areas, I am indeed just dry brushing it on. So at this point, you're using your own artistic discretion as to how light you want this pot to appear. The dark underneath is going to be kind of the grungy age, and this light color that you're adding over top is supposed to be mimicking the original color that the piece was, but has since chipped and aged with the passing of time. Up next, to age this design even further, I'm going to be using a 2-part crackle system by Couture paint. So I'm going to be starting with their step 1, and I am going to be adding a pretty thick amount here on the bunny in the middle, and then kind of adding a varying amount here and there onto this design. In addition to brushing this product on, I am also dabbing it into place so as to create a variation in the type of crackle that I'm getting. When I'm brushing it on, I'm going to get more of those larger alligator style cracks. And when using the dabbing motion, I'm applying this product a little bit thinner onto this piece. That way I create more of fine line cracks. Once your step 1 has had time to dry and it's tacky to the touch, you know you are ready to apply your step 2. And I am going to be applying this again in a more dabbing style motion, but using a light hand so as not to disturb that step 1 that we have down. And as this product starts to dry, these wonderful cracks start to appear. Now, to bring out these cracks and to add age to this design even more, I'm going to be using a glaze, again by Couture paint. Now, I am going to be applying this all over the design. Like I said, I want to age the entire piece, including this chalk style paint. And I am adding a pretty heavy amount over top of the areas that we have laid down that 2-part crackle, just to make sure that it really gets into all those nooks and crannies. Once I have this down, I am going to take a microfiber cloth and go about the process of wiping back the excess glaze. Again, at this point, you can use your own artistic discretion as to how much of this product you leave on and how much you take off. Now for this part of the project, I'm just simply doing a little finger painting. As you can see, I'm adding a little bit of that basil green back onto the leaves, and I'll also do the same with the evergreen color as well as the coral passion. And then once I'm done here, I'm going to come back through, and again, I'm going to be dry brushing over top of this design with that subtle pistachio color. By doing this, we're creating some real tonal variation on this design, really rounding it out, giving it depth, and making it look authentically aged. And here is your up-close look at the finished design once we were all done. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I came up with this rustic yet elegant French country-inspired redesign. And I hope you enjoyed the process from using simple everyday items such as toilet paper to create some fun texture, to seeing how we took a freshly painted item and aged it with a variety of hand painting techniques and a crackle effect. If you liked today's tutorial and you're interested in more DIY content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And again, I'm Renee. I'm the owner and artist behind Chicly Reclaimed Decor, and I hope I've inspired you to do a little creating of your very own.